Doing Joseph R. Wheeler the third, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. We back again. We back again. We back again. Go tell a friend what's happening, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. So, oh man, so much going on. So much going on. Oh wow, wow, wow. To start this thing off, let me say this. I was cracking up a little bit. It's funny, but it's sad at the same time, right? Y'all be careful out here, man. Especially my people in America. Be careful. Be careful anywhere, but be especially careful of scammers. You know, I hate to say Atlanta is notorious for a lot of scamming stuff going on, and it's pathetic because they get to the point they're ridiculously bold. I mean, they're doing stuff that when I tell you when they get caught, they are going to fry. You understand me? For the levels of audacity that they're going to at this point. I got a text, and see, I say this too because I know that with me going online every day because I drive. I know. I mean, I just put two and two together. I know scammers they're watching you. Sometimes they're the people. This is why I don't let anybody talk in my lives. This is why I don't believe in just cut on and let people, troll and all that and take lightly trolling. The psychology of people who troll are the same mentality of people who are scammers. The same mentality of people who would hack your phone and all this other nonsense and evil, diabolical BS. It's a certain mindset that just really doesn't care about boundaries, that doesn't take nothing serious. They're hurt, so they don't care if they hurt other people. They are out to hurt people. They make money off of hurting people. They make money off of destroying things and creating confusion and blah, 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 right? This is what they do. So that's why I don't allow this kind of energy to speak to me because you're not on my level. There are levels and there are boundaries and there are cutoffs and there are valves of pressure that are building and will freaking blow if you play with the wrong one. But I know they'll never understand that because for them to even do what they're doing, they obviously have crossed enough boundaries in life to feel that they're invincible. They're never gonna it's never gonna catch up with them for what they're doing. I know they don't care. They don't care. They just don't care. They don't have nothing to live for, so they don't care about playing with life. You know what I'm saying? So I got this ridiculous text, right? And the first thing I always do when I get a text from somebody I don't know is I look up the area code because it's never from your area code. It's always from another area. The area code was from Arkansas, y'all. I said, I don't know no damn body in Arkansas. No disrespect to Arkansas, you know what I'm saying? There's good people everywhere. I'm not talking about your place. I'm saying that's where this, and to make it so bad, scammers, they'll use an area code that ain't got nothing to do with where they're at. You feel me? They'll do that. So it was an area code, like I say, Arkansas, and it's talking about it had a nerve to make up a fake citation, and it had the nerve to even use a seal, an official seal of something that is. All right, back to the topic at hand, y'all. See, I'm up here rigging up my my sun visor. If y'all could see what I'm doing, it'd be so funny. Just trying to keep this phone from overheating because it's so warm outside. The only reason I'm even wearing this little thin, I got on a t-shirt, and then the only reason I'm even wearing that extra layer because this is t-shirt weather at this point. It's 77 degrees. I just know I'll be going in and out of these stores where they got the air freezing, so I'll wear that little thin, stretchy polyester layer, for when I gotta hop out, deal with stuff, whatever. But anyway, as I was saying, so there was a situation, like I say, scammers and got so bold, they're using a Arkansas number to send you a freaking what they are claiming to be a legit citation for something. You're looking at it like, first of all, I ain't got no reason to be getting nothing. And nothing legal like that ever comes in a freaking text. Like, that's like that is just 101 of stupidity for these idiots, right? But that's how crazy and bold they are. And had the audacity to use a real Fulton County seal on the document. I mean, we talking federal level time with these fools that's gonna get caught. Federal level time for these idiots. You understand me? They are trying to get indicted. Shit. You used an official government seal and then even used the language that's common to that type of citation, blah, 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 but didn't have no address nor name. Nothing on it referred to me. But this is what they're sending out in text, man. This is what some idiot sent out in a text. So I'm telling y'all, of course, I block the hell out of them, report the hell out of them. I hope they get buried under all of the grief they think they're going to cause and get away with it. I mean, they are going down. And I hope that if it came from the fact that I just put two and two together, I'm like, I go live every day, I drive. So you never know who's watching. And this is why, like I said earlier, I don't let everybody talk in my comments. I don't just let the chat run wild and get stupid, because you don't know who's looking. You really don't. It's everything from, oh my gosh, man, from people just sitting at home bored, some people who are disabled. And I'm speaking from experience of a few conversations I've had briefly with people online when I've been live on YouTube and other apps. It's not necessarily just here, because I go live on a lot of stuff. But I'm saying, when they know you ride, scammers sitting there thinking, oh, okay, we can send him a citation about something with driving. He might get scared enough to believe maybe I did something. Oh man, do I need to pay? And then had here's the worst part, y'all. Had a QR code on the damn fake ass letter talking about you can pay here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, wow, y'all going to whole new levels of villainy. These damn scammers are out of freaking control, people. I don't know, I mean, when the whole damn country is under siege by an illegal syndicate, then, I mean, I'm not surprised at any damn thing not being handled or being an issue of importance. But still, for all the rest of us that did not and do not support that regime and insanity that's going on, like, see the trickle down effect is my point. When criminals have got to the point they think they can get away with this level of larceny, I mean, damn, you are about the boldest, most idiotic fools I've ever witnessed in my life. I done seen a lot and heard a lot, and I'm sure I'll see more, especially as this technology advances. But the audacity, man, I mean, I can't even, the audacity, like, that tell you right there, these fools do not care. They think they're never gonna get caught, nothing. I mean, you start using stuff that can get you federal time, they really don't give a damn. They really don't give a damn, or at least they feel like I said, because ain't nothing hit them yet. That's all. They ain't nothing hit them yet. Ain't nobody knocked in their door yet with the SWAT team. Okay? And they don't care what you got, because they got 10 times that, and they can't wait to show you their arsenal. You think you've been collecting. They sponsored by everybody you buying or hoping you can afford on whatever market you got it on. Ain't nobody scared of these crooks, man. I'm trying to tell you, they are going to be down in the worst way when it all hits, because it's like they're building up too much momentum. And I hear it all the time. I see it all the time. We all get the weird mails and stuff. It's to the point where, like, my spam box on email, I don't even look at it, but every now and then I go clear it, and it'd be thousands of messages. And when you look in there, like, most of it's the typical what you expect. It's the people, it may be a legit business, but they got your stuff through all these, every time you said, okay, send me stuff, and didn't realize that meant all their affiliates are gonna send you stuff too. When you like a product or something, good gosh, the amount of junk that gets in your mail, right? It goes from 20s to hundreds to thousands real damn quick. In a matter of 2 months, you could have thousands of trash messages. And that, of course, takes up data on your phone. That's why, I've had points where I'm trying to post a video that's a big video on YouTube. I can't even post the video because I got to go back and delete, stuff like that off my phone to clear up space so it can function. So man, it's really raw out here, y'all. It's really raw. We dealing with it, man. We are really in the belly of the beast. It's some real shit. Folks just don't even understand how deep it goes at this time. Some folk don't understand. Some folk are just, head in the ground, like they say ostrich do when they're scared and don't want to deal with stuff. They put their head in the ground. That's how a lot of people doing. But I'm gonna tell you something. Pay attention. That's all I'm getting at. And stop thinking. This is why, kids. I tell y'all, and I mean grown folk who may as well be kids and kids. Get off my channel. This ain't for you. This is a grown folk conversation. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm gonna say it again. I said, little kids, you ain't got no business on here. This ain't, especially when I'm live. This conversation for grown folk and for adults. Manage what your kids be looking at. Don't let them run off with your phone or with your tablet and do whatever they want to do. No, don't let them do that. That's not cool. Because I promise you, they looking at stuff they ain't supposed to be looking at. Some of them is trying to do stuff that they don't even understand, but they think it's cool because they have seen adults that are criminal-minded doing stuff and they trying to imitate it and stuff. That is some real issue in this modern society, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. It's becoming more and more common, Just, nip the issue in the bud before you got a problem, man. And, like I wouldn't have even opened up that text I'm talking about had I not. It was like image attached. I'm like, oh boy, what is this? But I got friends that'll send stuff, whatever. But I should have immediately, when I saw an area code I didn't recognize, that should have been enough. Like, don't even open it, because some of this stuff is so bad. As soon as you open the text, they digging in your stuff. They find a way, all kinds of stuff we don't even understand about technology and how this stuff is intertwined and can be hacked and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's ridiculous, man. We gotta really protect ourselves out here virtually, And it's obvious physically, but I'm saying virtually, you got to understand, every time you go online, stop. I mean, like, I want more people to do what I'm talking about. I do. I want it to become more commonplace. It really gives me, I don't get anxiety. It's my anxiety. The little song, drive me crazy. My anxiety. I don't really get anxiety. I have moments of anxiety, all right? But my anxiety is dangerous, because when I feel like that, I'm in destroy mode. It's not a game. It's not, no, nothing to be played with, damn it. So, what bothers me though, in terms of stuff that makes me frustrated though when I see it, like I said, other people would describe, oh, that's anxiety. No, I ain't gonna go as far as anxiety. I think people are abusing the hell out that word right now. When I see some ladies online, on social media, that do not, just let anybody say anything in their chat. Oh my gosh, it makes me nervous to watch those lives. Seriously. Like, I instantly go into, I'm not their man, I don't know them, I may never meet them, and these are, the ones I'm thinking of, these are very gorgeous women, very beautiful ladies, great spirits, great energies. I'm thinking of two as I say this that I follow. Trying to remember their names so I can shout them out, give some love to their channels. Shish. Oh gosh, I don't, I'm not even gonna do that, because if I say the wrong name, it's gonna sound like I'm just, I don't want it to seem like I'm disingenuous as a fan. I do follow their channels, but there's one lady, she's I give her late 20s, super duper cute black lady who's a single mom. She's in New York. She's got a straight up New York accent, but she's a little something else to her accent. She's something Caribbean. I don't know what. I asked her in the comments one time, I said, what are you? Where you from? Are you Caribbean? After I give her a compliment, because she's so damn good. I was like, you are so adorable, and your smile is everything. And I meant every word. I mean, if this woman smiles, she got one of them smiles that literally, it's not just a nice smile. It's a freaking perfect smile. It's a 10 of 10s. I swear, like, I saw her. She had been on a live earlier today or something, and I was, because like I said, I algorithm occasionally, and I don't watch her all the time because most times she ain't doing nothing but just she'll be running errands and just chit chatting. Kind of what I'm doing. I be working. I'm talking to y'all, so I get it. I do the same type of content sometimes, but hers very, her life. She's a single mom. She'll have a little kid in it, and see, this is where it gets nervous for me. I'm like, don't put your kids online with these weird ass people. I mean, and he's old and he's little boy. He's like middle school age. He look like he's about 12, 11, somewhere in there. Maybe he's just big for his age. He may not even be that. He's a big kid, but I don't think he's even that old. But the bottom line is, I'm saying, don't show these people your damn kids, man. These people out here, I don't trust these fools. Like I say, I don't trust. This is why I be talking my ish when I'm on live. Like, yo, I put up my boundaries. Can't everybody talk to me? If you ain't my subscribers, you can say something. And even then, I will blast. I don't give a shit. If you start talking crazy and you're a subscriber, you're no longer a subscriber. Your ass finna get blocked today. And understand that blocking not just virtual. It's in real life, Trick. I don't play like that. So I don't like when I see that because I know these people are putting themselves out there. And these weirdos, they don't care, man. I've seen some of the craziest, most bizarre, twisted, obviously somebody with a mental condition statements when I've allowed people to just chat in the live. They say the weirdest stuff. The trolls are on some other mess. These people are, like I say, they need to be rounded up and done away with, quite frankly, in my opinion. There's enough people in the world, we ain't gonna miss them. That's how I feel, honestly, like for real. They're not doing nobody no favor to allow that kind of energy because that is who ends up being the ones who be hacking, who be doing way more than just talking some ish and some comments. Anybody bold enough to talk stuff to somebody they do not know, I promise you, they may be too young to do anything yet, but when they get older and more experienced, they'll be the ones hacking your phone. They'll be the ones scamming. They'll be the ones doing hitting grabs and smashing grabs and all that old crazy stuff that folk be doing. These are the kids. These are the adults, if they are adults. These are the ones, man. It's a psychology. It's a mentality. And if you make it passe, like, oh, like I remember one time another lady that I watched, she was gorgeous, freaking gorgeous. And like I said, I get nervous every time I see her knowing that she ain't got no boundaries on who can hit her chat. Anybody can talk. I'll be like, what are you doing, boo? No. Like, I don't know. Go get a we in the age of the robots. Go get you a robot made that look like a man and have him standing behind you through the whole damn live with an AR-16. You know what I'm saying? AR-15, AR whatever. Got all the numbers. Hello. You know what I'm saying? Just something to let a fool know. Because they'll be like, I got mine too. Yeah, that's fine. But at least you know I'm ready for you, Trick. Just know that. Just understand. If you want to take it there, we already there. Like, you got to let them know, man. You got to let them know. Because I promise you, they on some other ish out here. These fools done lost their mind a long time ago. And they want to challenge people. They want to die. I'm just being honest. They want to go. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that word online. They want to be unalived. Who made that up? Man, get the hell out of here. They want to be unalived. Like, seriously, who does that kind of stuff? You talking to somebody you do not know? Are you absolutely? Yes, they are. The answer to the question is yes, they are crazy. Got to be. And I ain't gonna give them that much credit because everybody got to be crazy in a crazy world. They are psychotic. Psychotic is what that is. There's a difference. The world's crazy, so you got to be crazy to grow up in this shit. How can you explain what we got going on in America and we still get out here every day and act like, yeah, the economy is the economy, the stock market's going, the crypto, and everybody's just like, oh, as long as I've got money, I don't care about anybody else type attitude most people got, and all this kind of BS until it hits home. Until they realize it's your turn to pay for all this nonsense going on. See, don't nobody care until it's their turn, right? So you got to be crazy to pretend that's not happening. See, I'm the different kind of crazy though, right? I'm crazy because I'm aware of it. That's a different kind of crazy. That's crazy because damn, this will drive you up the wall. You understand? But that's not the same as psychotic. I'm not going out of my way to talk to a complete stranger, like, and being threatening or scamming and all this other insane mess that these people do. That is absolute psychosis. that needs to be under lock and key somewhere with steady surveillance. Straight up. But it's taken lightly, and we're all continuously paying for it when it starts to evolve into other levels of debauchery. So I'm telling you, man, it's like, whew. All right. We back. Yeah, man. So, it's my anxiety. And by the way, I do like some songs by Doechii. I mean, even that one, I admit that one gets on my nerves because it's kind of the one song that became her biggest hit. So you hear it even in grocery stores and stuff like that. And it's a little much. That one gets on my nerves. Hearing it all the time, but I've heard other stuff about her, and she got flow. She's super talented. She's pretty. She's noticeable. She's a star in every way. Yeah, I just don't like all y'all. If you know my channel, you know my vibe, and I have my tolerance level, certain meter for the amount of ratchet I'm gonna hear in a day, and she can definitely go there. So that be getting on my nerves. But other than that, she's a very talented young lady. So it ain't a diss. It's just not my favorite song from her. But I dig the meaning of it. It's a deep song. It's a hit for a reason. It reflects the mentality and the times we live in. A lot of people are living with anxiety. Yeah, they really are. They really are. And it don't sound as cheery and fun as the chorus. I think that's why I don't really like the song, because what you talking about ain't nothing beautifully. It's a sing-along song, but it's like, that shit ain't cheerful. That ain't cheerful at all. Like, there's nothing cheerful about that topic. And that's kind of why it bothers me. But anyway, so careful online and not take for granted your presence when you go online and when you're live and what you post and what you share, who you post, who you share. I rarely, if ever, showcase anybody in my family except for my father, because he taught me everything about being the man I am. So I know we got the same temperament. So I know we just ain't walking in a line of fear. Like, anybody stupid enough to try that, man, you already done. I guess you already got your grave. You got it picked out. Okay, you know what flower arrangements you need. Like, straight the fuck up. I swear. But and I'm just an extension of it. They say the apple don't fall from the tree. That's all. It fall too far. I'm just, hey, you ain't gotta believe it, because I know everything. Oh, you think he bad? I ain't know. I'm not. Hey, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I swear, I'm a lover. But y'all gonna learn. See, lovers are the ones you need to be concerned about. Fighters, fools walk around busted up, counting how many cuts and how many bullet holes and how many times they've been. That ain't life, man. No, I am not interested in none of that. Y'all can have all that. That's fighter life. Yeah, I beat him. He beat me. And I beat him. I don't care about scoreboard. I don't care. I want to live to see another beach. I want to go to another country. I want to keep living and loving. There's too many beautiful women in this world I ain't met. I'm a lover. I'm here for love, baby. I'm here for love, nothing else. Nothing else. And I will destroy to stay here to see it. You understand? There's a difference. See, a lover will get rid of you to make sure they are living enough to enjoy it. There's a difference. Fighter don't care. I go out there. Yeah, okay. You want to be a martyr. You want to be remembered for being the biggest badass. I'm not interested in none of that. None of that appeals to me. None of that defines me. Nah, it's a difference, man. It's a difference. When you're a lover, your defense and your reason for any side of you that is defense mechanism is completely different. Completely different. It's about real passion, real survival, real purpose, leaving real legacy. All right? Respect first, then power, then money. So if you show me you don't have no respect, we're already done. We are already done. There's nothing else to talk about. And I'm never gonna budge on it. Anybody know me, family, friend, otherwise, no, he ain't, ain't no use in, If you feel like you was disrespectful, you done. You're done. There's nothing, and you can't make it up, because the sad part, I'm gonna give you a chance. But once you done, more than likely, like most fools do, they gonna strike out so fast, they be past 3 strikes before they know it, because they don't come from anything respectful, so they don't know how to do anything respectful, so they just constantly do disrespectful shit, and now you're done. This is why I have zero tolerance for trolls online, man. I don't even know you. You're pixels. You're a number on a screen, and you're some pixels trying to say something if I let you. So why would I let you? You don't exist. You didn't exist when I woke up. I didn't know you existed. You trying to make your existence known now. It's not. It's all it is you're an archetype. You're that, definitely. But exist? No, you do not. Because I define what exists in my life. And nothing in no one else. So if I say you don't exist, you don't exist. Because this is my life. So my perception of everything is what I'm living. Please believe it. So it's cancellation in the highest degree. You know? But yeah, man, we deal with the real. Nothing else. Nothing freaking else. And you know, more proof of that more people are hip to what I'll be say, you know, respect first. And then every quote, brother T.C. Carson, they're dropping the knowledge in that interview. Young white guys interviewing him. I don't know his name. I just came across his channel because it was cool content, man. I was like, kudos to you, man. You got the chance to interview the legend himself. Dope, man. Respect, right? So I did a collab reaction video, and I just took that little one moment where he asked me the question. He said, what was something you wanted in the beginning of your career that later is, or now is just absolutely not so important to you anymore? And he said, whoa, that's a really good question. He said, that's a damn good question. So he broke it down. He said in so many words, he said fame. He said fame is, he said it's the necessary, I think he said necessary animal. I'm not trying to quote him direct. I never say I'm quoting direct because there's always another word you're missing. But yeah, yes, y'all. 222. Angel numbers, look it up. Anytime you see repeat numbers and you notice it in a day, take a moment. Acknowledge the power of it. It can be an affirmation of goals set and things will be accomplished, and you are on the right path, you're doing the right thing. The thing I've been saying in this live was needed to be said, someone needed to hear it. I don't have to doubt that what I said was not being effective in the way that I wish it to be, to make this world a better place, to make people more conscious of each other and respectful of each other. It is important. Saying that being in the film biz, you know, he says it's kind of a necessary animal to have fame, but once you get it and people know you a little bit and all that, he's like, you realize, he just waved his hand like that ain't important. He's like, that's like, in so many words, you know, that's shallow, that's it. He said, all I want is to do the work. He said, I want to do the work, be respected for the work. I think he said, I want to be respected, do the work, and get the bag. Come on, man. He done said it. It's the law. It's the law. I've been telling y'all, maybe y'all will believe it more when you hear it from people who've already accomplished the bigger financial goals, the fame, as he said. It's like a kind of a necessary animal. I knew exactly what that meant, because it's like, what he's really saying is, it's not important, but it's like once you are, people will take your word more serious. Instead of, you're alive, right? Yes. You're breathing, right? Yes. Are you healthy? Yeah, mostly, yeah. Okay. All right. You eat every day? Yes. All right. You know that you love people and some people love you back? Absolutely. You're successful. And then they still like, yeah, okay, but that ain't really what I want when I say success. No, what you want ain't got shit to do with needs. Your needs are covered and you're in good health. You've got most of your sanity in a crazy world. Damn it, you're healthy. You're all right, man. You're successful, ladies and gentlemen. You made it. You're already there. It's just there's just a level. That's all it is. When you get to the other thing, if you get to, I want more money. I want to be able to travel more. I want to be able to do, maybe I say travel, that's to me. You may not care about travel, you just want the money. You just want a certain kind of car. You want a certain kind of house. You want a certain kind of ability to eat a certain way, buy certain foods you can't afford right now. Whatever, you want to eat lobster every day or something. Whatever. Once you reach that, whatever that is, okay, that's another level. But that doesn't mean you weren't already on level as it pertains to success. If you're a functional person versus a dysfunctional asshole, then you are successful. Period. You got to believe that. You got to know that. You got to understand that's rare and that's needed, and that's why the world is what it is, because there's less people that know what I'm talking about and really believe it and really live by it. They say a bunch of stuff to sound, to keep the foil of how disrespectful, evil, and maniacal they really are. So they cover themselves up with a bunch of good words and nice things to say and want to act like they live a certain way and act a certain way, eat a certain way, and all that stuff. No, you don't. No, you don't. And people see through that bullshit. They see through it too. Those who are successful see through that bullshit. You understand? So, yeah, y'all. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing to be considerate. It's a real thing to be considered and to be considerate. Hello. But no, I love that, man. When I saw that, I had to repost that. I said, this is it, man. It's a movement. It's like we just got to keep saying it. We can counter all these years of lost souls that been believing that money comes first, saying money, power, respect. That's bullshit. That's not the order. That is not the order. To quote him again, the only hip hop legend, okay, speak of fame, famous enough for people to look up. Oh, I think I heard of him, because I know the young folk are. They don't know nobody other than yesterday and the week before. Look up Prodigy from Mobb Deep. Look up Mobb Deep. They still around as still making music, even with Havoc, the remaining member, and all his friends that are part of the crew, so to speak. They still make music. They just had an album come out, matter of fact. It was acclaimed and famed and all that good stuff, right? But yeah, still out here, man, still out here. But there was a track that he made, Prodigy, the one who transitioned years ago, and on it with Jay Electronica. It's called Call of Duty, like the video game. So it ain't gonna hard to find, all you Call of Duty addicts. Look up Call of Duty by Prodigy, featuring Jay Electronica. It's on Prodigy's independent album. This very low key. That's the other reason a lot of people don't know about this, because it was one of them independent releases. But he said, respect, power, money, in that exact order. And I'll keep saying it forever and a day, because that's the truth. That's the truthicus. As one of my crazy friends once said from Atlanta. That's the truthicus. That's the truthicus, y'all. That's the truth right there. That is the truth. That is the all honest reality. Respect, power, money, in that exact order. Don't take it out of order. Don't try to flip it. Don't put that money first. You put that money first, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to reality. You're lying to the history of human existence on this planet, which was not always. We had to evolve. We had to become what we are. And once we did, we were not worried about money when we first became what it was to later be scientifically defined as human. Okay? We were not talking about no damn money. We bartered, we traded, we hunted, we gathered, we exchanged, we shared. I mean, before even hunting and gathering and barter and trade, you could just say shared. Yeah, we hunted and gathered since day one, but we shared. That's where barter and trade comes from. That's what the concept is. Just, you start with sharing, then it becomes formally barter and trade, and from barter and trade, because people with abundance, and over time, abundance of too many people having too many babies, got too many mouths to feed, too much stuff going on with resources. Maybe there's not enough, maybe there is enough, but your perception, that damn word, perception, your perception of having enough out of greed and excess creates a desire to conquer and take, and I don't want to share. So now we have conflict. Out of conflict comes, over time, governance. We gotta have some order about this. We can't always just get to fisticuffs and swords and blades and clubs and stabbings and later on shootings, because that took time to get to that. But people had to come to some form of diplomacy. So governments got to create, but then even they got corrupted. Oh, I got all this power, all these fools. Shit. And certain groups, specific cultures, started to tax people, and then others taxed in whole other ways that got extreme. And those extreme tax ways led to all new forms of warfare and conflict. And people taking each other's resources, not sharing, placing value on things that didn't even have value in other people's cultures, but you make it mean more than it ever meant. And then you make it a global thing that everybody must bow down to and respect. Why you think gold is what it is in the world economy? Gold didn't mean what it meant to everybody all over the world, what it does today. It didn't always mean much or nothing to some people. To others, even where it was abundant, it wasn't looked at with the same type of, it was cherished, but not in a very, you're less if you don't have it on you or whatever way. That wasn't like that, no. That developed, that's a mentality. That's a construct. It's a construct, people. It was constructed, it was created, it was not always. And people start off their existence talking about, well, how much? How much? What are you talking about? I got a fish, you got that plant I like to eat. I got plenty of fish. I don't have no plants. You don't have no fish. I got plenty of fish. I'll give you a fish for those plants. Simple. But where we at now, ain't nothing simple. Now we got technology involved, so it's a whole nother hodgepodge. And we're starting to have, in addition to artificial intelligence, artificial existence. They're trying to create all kind of artificial food sources, stuff that they can get by somehow into the body, say, well, you know, it's still got a nutritious source, and we can make it taste like stuff they're familiar with. And before you know it, y'all gonna be eating goddamn cardboard and dust with flavor on it, like in Cyberpunk. Okay, shout out to Michael Pondsmith and his epic vision. And the man foresaw it. He said, shit, most of the food in this reality ain't even real. You know, it's byproducts. Doing all kind of weird ass shit to your food. Crazy, y'all. Absolutely freaking crazy. So, you know, got a lot of work to do, that's all I can tell you. Got a lot of work to do. And it ain't gonna never end. It's just, all you can do in a lifetime is just try to make your life and your loved ones' lives more comfortable in the midst of absolute lunacy. That's it. Just try to find a peace between. Like today is a beautiful day in Atlanta. I'm about to get off here and enjoy it a little bit. Just riding this vibe about his family, just walking by. It just made me think, yeah, exactly, man. This is the kind of day I'll be walking, but I gotta do these rides. Why? Because I'm in this, what should be another way, but I'm in the 2026 reality. So I gotta get out here and get these credits, because if I don't have enough credits on the screen, they'll be like, well, you don't have enough credits to stay where you stay, so we gotta kick you out. And I mean, all that old bullshit, right? So I'm out here going for it every single day. And talking to y'all every single day. Because in the midst of the credits over here, we're gonna get the ultimate credit. We're gonna get this monetization. We're gonna get this AdSense. We're gonna get monetized, damn it. I told y'all, we have this is it. March is it. We gotta do it by the end of March. April, I wanna be toasting some water to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be toasting water to y'all and saying, thank you, we did it. Or maybe I'll get some juice. I'll get me some pure cherry juice. I love cherry juice. Or some of the other juices I like. Toast it to y'all. Be like, yo, we made it. And life is sweet. You know what I mean? Just like that. That's the way we living, y'all. That's the way we gonna live it. That's the way we have to. We've done the work. You see what I'm saying? We showed respect. We've garnered the power. We have some numbers now. All we need is to push them numbers over the top so we can get to the money. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. And the like.